The fact that you always have the culture in your mouth when you want to talk about any black creators is just funny to me, man.
I mean, the culture for the culture. Another one, another cultural cruise benefit in hip hop culture or pushing the culture forward. Care that much about the culture, really care about the culture. Like if you really care about the culture, none of these people are for the culture. Use the word culture, but none of these guys are for the culture, bro.
Shut up. Shut up.
Dog, let's get straight into it. We ain't gonna play no games. I ain't gonna play around because I got shit to do, right? Last thing I expected to do on this amazing Friday is to come on here and talk about this motherfucker. And we gonna go straight to the nitty gritty with this shit. This is where I wanna start, man, because I know it's a lot of shit to talk about. It's a lot of different things that we could get into, but I ain't even gonna break it down like that, man. I'm gonna just keep it real right now. We gonna talk about what needs to be talked about. Literally, I took a random Thursday off, and the chat know, the Discord know, if I go make a quesadilla, some shit go on. If I take a break, some shit go on. I took some time to chill, you know, mental reset, all the good stuff. And then I log on to Discord the next morning and everybody talking about me getting mentioned. Well, not technically getting mentioned because he ain't say my name. Shit, where I come from, say the name, dog, you know? But whatever, man, we gonna keep this shit moving, right? So it wouldn't be the first time that I got mentioned, right? I mean, people have the right to their opinions as much as I do, man. But I was told, and I seen, he brought me, Jay Nolan, Absa, Charles, and pointed out some other content that he had us labeled all in the same shit as fraudulent creators masking behind the culture. Now, first, before I start, man, I wanna say shout out to Absa because I watched one of the breakdowns that she did about him, which goes far into like where he from and all the shit that he's doing, and I think it was an amazing breakdown. I think she did a good job. I'm telling y'all right now, I think it's absolutely a must watch. You see what I did there? You see? Hey, man, hey, I'm funny as hell, man. Hey, man, hey, drop a bomb for me, man. God damn, man, stop playing with me, man. But no, on some real shit, She did a breakdown that I think is worth watching to really get an in-depth explanation of who this guy is. And I'll try to link it for y'all in the description if I can remember to do that. But comment and tell her Zoe sent you, but don't use my joke, all right? Don't use my joke. Damn, drop another bomb for me, man. God damn it. Okay, now look, man, I think it's important for me to explain a couple of things, right? Now, I started this channel initially talking about random topics with the homies, man. I mean, the people who have been here from the jump, y'all already know, man. Eventually, things kind of shifted a little bit. The homies got their own lives, they got busy, so I decided to go at this on my own, right? And I switched it up, which is normal for a lot of channels on YouTube, man. I mean, I started covering hip-hop topics, and the people who've been here, y'all already know. I don't gotta explain it to y'all, man. And at the time, the Kendrick Lamar and Drake battle, that was something that was sparking up. And honestly, that did a lot for my channel reach, man. I'm not gonna lie. As it did for a lot of people, including this guy.
I'm that white guy.
But you know what it didn't do? It didn't change me, muff. This is the same fucking Zoe you saw back then that you gonna see today. None of that shit changes. This Zoe right here been the same Zoe since I was doing sports content on the Miami Heat. If you know, you can know. But then I seen this.
Like this channel, for example, constantly calls out academics when he's basically doing the same thing himself. There's a bunch of these channels that live for negative articles or news about Drake.
Now look, man, I stand behind the everybody got their right to their own opinion thing, right? I stand behind that firmly, dog. So I know people expect me to go off and cook you like an unseasoned drumstick, but I won't turn the stove on for this, man. My light bill too high, dog. Shit crazy. This right here ain't nothing but a light sear, you know, one side like a fucking scallop.
Oh my God.
Yes, sir. You are a hip-hop scallop. Now, what's the scallop? Let's start with the claim that I constantly make videos calling out academics.
Like this channel, for example, constantly calls out academics when he's basically doing the same thing himself.
Yes, the I do.
Oh
I constantly
God.
call out academics when he lies. I call him out when he tries to run narratives that require a different angle of looking at it. I provide an objective take on the things he says. I have also, in some content, agreed with the things that he said. What I never do is miss the opportunity to crack a joke on academics.
Yes.
Look at the screen.
That's mine.
And I guess you don't like it.
I would never like it.
And through this entire battle, trust me, he has provided way too much material. I call him out when he calls people who defend the culture woke shit. I called him out when he purposely joked to his audience that Kendrick lyrics were him talking about how he was touched by a family member. I call him out when he run his narratives on academics TV. So yes, I call out your friend that you refuse to call out yourself as you generate the fucking audacity to call out people about being gatekeepers?
We are the gatekeepers. We are the authentic version of the culture.
You sound like the guy calling the club whack after the bouncer put his hand on your chest and said, get the fuck on. Yet you call yourself a friend of academics, and even you can never call out his own shit. As somebody who wants to be in the space so bad, you can't call out anything that he does, but yet you call him your friend. And that right there shows me that you ain't never had no real motherfuckers in your entire life, because you don't even know what that look like. And you know what? I call him out because, bruh, that's what the fuck I do. Because I do what I want on my channel. Now, I won't lie. I only saw your clip because I was getting tagged and people in my Discord sent it to me. Because I honestly don't like your content. I ain't gonna sugarcoat it, man. And I don't think I've ever agreed with you. I'm sure I could agree with you on some things, maybe at some point, if I watched, but I don't, man. So there's that. And that's not to knock what you do, man. I would never do that to another content creator. Dude, apparently you were really good at one point of time. Hell, I know some creators that actually know you and have had conversations with you. But the grift must have gotten the best of you, dog. I'm sure you work very hard. I just don't care. But see, that's the magic behind YouTube and just content creation in general. It's the fact that you got the option to decide what you want to watch. Because, bro, to keep it real with you, man, my content ain't for everybody, and I understand that. And it's funny to see you label my channel as all I do is call out academics, but you screen capture the most diverse mix of video topics on my channel. It's literally one academics video on there. Like, dog, I expect more from you at least. At least search academics on my channel and screen capture that, dog. It's giving lazy, dog, and I don't like it. And I like how you said channels like this, like you just stumbled across my shit.
Most toxic people in the space. Like this channel, for example.
Come on, man, let's keep it real, dog. If we gonna keep it 100, keep it 100 on here. You keep talking about the things that you talk about is all facts. And I know you've been watching. I know you've been having an issue. And I gotta make something extremely clear, man. I'm a grown-ass man, dog, with my own things to worry about. This content creation thing is fun for me.
Fun to do bad things.
It's therapeutic to be able to express my opinions and converse with people about them. I stay out the fucking way. I make my content. I respect and interact with my fellow creators. I'm good vibes. But let's be clear about one thing, man. I don't care about your passion for Drake and academics, dog. I really don't care. It seems to be the norm these days to call people's opinions hate. And again, that kind of stance is giving lazy, dog. Learn to agree to disagree, dog. See, unlike you, I won't capture your page and show what you talk about and how your content has shifted. I lied. Maybe I will. I haven't watched a single second of any of your shit since your Family Matters breakdown, bruh. I just don't care, man. The fact that you always have the culture in your mouth when you want to talk about any black creators is just funny to me, man.
I mean, the culture for the culture. Another one, another cultural cruise benefiting hip hop culture or pushing the culture forward. Care that much about the culture, really care about the culture. Like if you really care about the culture, none of these people are for the culture. Use the word culture, but none of these guys are for the culture, bro.
Shut up. Shut up.
Who made you the culture police? Is it because you watched some YouTube videos and studied hip hop music and you think you have the clearance to talk about anyone and how they represent the culture? Let me let you in on a little secret. The culture goes beyond hip hop, but I wouldn't expect you to understand that much. Sir, you are a scallop, and I really want to keep this centered around your content because I'm not the type to get personal, man. Because again, everyone has a right to their opinion. So I'm not mad, but when you call these creators that put in the work just like you do frauds and try to say that they have no passion in their work and say that they're hiding behind the culture, now you sprinkled in a little bit of disrespect. And I usually don't say nothing because I'm not about these games, bro. I really don't play these games. But I hope outside of me calling you a scallop, you can actually shift your view a little bit and think about what I'm saying. Funny part is, I don't even got to say it. It's all over your comments, bro. At this point, I feel like you do this stuff because you want the attention. You have done this several times and it never went well for you. I mean, look at these comments. It's all there. I have been part of hip hop culture since 1979. So there is no white Canadian guy who can speak on my culture to me as though he knows more than I do about it. You need to stay in your lane and worry about your own culture. Miss Hummus over here goes a little bit more at you. Keep that effing word out of your white Canadian mouth. You have no part in hip hop spaces, which is why you don't even know what that word means. The thing is, these people are talking to you like this because they all have the same sentiment that you cannot talk about this. this. Those channels are not Drake hate channels. You don't know what you are talking about. They speak about other things besides Drake if you actually watch them. Drake is not the center of hip hop or the center of our culture. He didn't grow up in this culture either. This comment was interesting to me where he says there's negativity on both sides, which I can agree with, but you're only calling out one side, selective outrage. And you respond, okay, give me a list of YouTube channels that make hate content about Kendrick day in and day out. It's not selective outrage, it's facts. That side of media is the most toxic. So here you are again trying to tell people what's factual, that this is channels making Kendrick content day in and day out. A lot of these channels make a whole bunch of other topics that you don't know nothing about because all you looking for is Kendrick and Drake. Now, with that said, you would think you would have something else to say to him, right? Well, he comes back at you and he said, nobody said the toxicity is equal. My point is that the toxicity shouldn't only matter when it's coming from one side. Have you ever called out your buddy Academics and the negativity he spreads? Stuff he did? No, you turn a blind eye when it comes to him, but happily call out others. And he says, I doubt you'll ever respond to this reply because deep down, you know I'm right. You can't argue with my point. Scallop, respond? Nowhere. You didn't even respond. And that's what I'm talking about, man. These type of people come on here, they talk and spew their bullshit. When you tell them something that they can't argue with, they disappear. Laughing my ass off. You make hate content too. And then you had Jay Nolan. Jay Nolan came and packed your ass the out, man. Are you not tired of having this happen to you, bro? Are you not tired of it, man? And look, again, this video right here that I'm making is a response to you. It's not personal. I'm not mad. If you said something to me, I wouldn't say f you unless it's me, then we on the same page and we could take it there. It is what it is. I don't have no problem with how you feel about my content, but don't get on this motherfucking internet and come out here and talk about people being in the space being toxic and grifting behind the culture when you shouldn't be talking about the culture at all. That's my whole point. But the thing is, you continuously run cover by trying to admit that you a guest in this space and how much you appreciate it. But you also act like an entitled guy who constantly feels the need to criticize the people inside the club you want admission to.
How?
You've been told time and time again that you overreaching, dog, but you continuously come back to get your hand tapped. You talk about moving hip hop forward as if you doing anything to help do that. And what's crazy is you don't even realize how silly you sound when you say it. And we see right through you when you say it. Sir, you are a scallop. This is a light sear, bruh. We not cooking, we searing right now. And then that's all you getting. You speak about creators hiding behind the culture because you secretly want to align yourself with people who view the culture, as y'all would call it, woke. And you only do this because you absolutely hate the one thing you know you could never be a part of, the culture.
Damn.
Like for real, dog, what's wrong with people just letting shit be? Y'all always gotta be involved in some shit. Why, dog? Listen, the culture is what it is. The culture is not just hip hop, dog. We influence, we set trends, and it's clear as day. I dare you to come on here and say we don't have the biggest influence in the world. And yet they label it so many negative things. Toxic, ignorant, ghetto, woke. But at the end of the day, they all want to do it, including you. And that's exactly the reason you got them crusty ass Jordan 6s in your background. You set up that space and said, I got everything I need, but these Jordan 6s, that's my key to the culture club. You retired them Jordan 6s, got you a Nipsey Hussle cover and a Bob Marley cover, and unknowingly exposed your hip-hop creator starter pack. Out of here, man. What the hell are we doing? But I say this for this reason. You see that? You see how I looked at your background and I judged your entire existence just off your space with a minor observation? See how I gave a summary of your shit by just looking at a few objects in your shot? I did that on purpose to show you how easy it is and how wrong you can be when you present opinions as fact and talk out of your ass.
I'm that white guy.
You could be the guy that's been integrated into the culture in different ways that we're unaware of for all I know. Your story could be the complete opposite of what we all think. And I also did it to crack on the Jordan 6s. They do look kind of crazy back there.
What's that,
like
brother?
just having one shoe back there, like come on, dog. Like come on, man. Like you're just gonna put one shoe back there so you can feel like like you part of the culture, you hip hop. All right, buddy, sure. The point is, mind your fucking business, man. And I made this video and did not say the N-word not one damn time, man. And you counted them and put it in the video. Like you was Stephen A. Smith reporting on a Steph Curry stat sheet.
Drake is 37 years old, and he says the N-word 37 times on this track, basically saying the word for every year that he's been alive to symbolize that he was indeed born black.
You cannot speak on culture business, bruh. You are a guest. Worry about your YouTube creations and your donations, dog. You talk about people doing shit for money when you were just online trying to guilt people into donating to you because they demonetized your Drake video.
And then I got hit with 4 copyright claims from UMG. 4. Keep in mind, these aren't strikes. These are just claims, meaning that the video could still stay up on YouTube. I just don't make any money from it. And that's exactly what happened. The video now has 650,000 views and I haven't made a penny. So look, I can't afford to not make anything from this video, and I'm not begging for people to donate, but yes, if you would like to donate towards the video, if you enjoyed the video, if you can afford it, feel free. I'll leave my Buy Me a Coffee link below.
Now, don't get me wrong. You should absolutely get paid as a creator. I think donations, ad revenue, and contributions from subscribers are a testament of how much people appreciate your content, right? And this is definitely a lot of work to create content. I wouldn't never look at nobody and say this shit is super easy, because it's not. And I wouldn't take that work away from anybody who makes content, not even you, dog. But don't be
That white guy.
and then try to be an anti-culture guy and accuse people of doing shit for money. The hypocrisy is written all over your face, dog, and it just spews projection. And this does nothing but show everyone that you fear irrelevance. I know you seen your shit going down. Ever since that day you went at Justin Hunt, that shit has not been good for you, dog. You had people trying to come to your damn rescue, and ever since then it looks like you don't know what your identity is. But you want to talk about what everybody else does, which further proves that you are in it for the money. And here's what may be the difference between you and I, right? The views don't dictate my content. Everybody knows that I make all types of content on here, and I do this because I thoroughly enjoy it. I spent months doing content that was not monetized, showcasing upcoming artists. I didn't make a whole video crying to the people saying, can y'all donate because my video's not monetized? You know why? Because I love music. I allowed me and my subscribers to react to them in real time. Videos started getting blocked, making it difficult to do so. And you know what I did? I kept making videos and I took them to Twitch. Why? Because I love music. And I'm motivated to give back to the culture without expecting anything in return. You see how that worked? Ultimately, videos started getting blocked completely, so I started a Patreon with a free tier. Wow. To allow people to watch full music reviews, streams, with a choice to support with the subscription. Damn, it's looking mighty different over here, right? But you over there making full videos about how videos got demonetized and how you want people to go over to your Patreon now because of it.
It'll be like the full What's the Dirt version that was normally on YouTube, just on Patreon. And that's definitely the best place to watch it. From now on, you're gonna get 2 versions. One of them is gonna be on Patreon. Patreon link in the description or in my bio.
But we over here doing it for the money. We grifting behind the culture. Sounds like projection, dog. I mean, I've talked about real issues many times on this channel. Things that affect my people. And we fight with the algorithm all the time because of it, man. Just because you only see content when it's about the people you cape for on your channel, that don't mean we on your timing, dog. You make content about beef. And no, don't pause that shit. You make content about beef. That's your lane. So to try to get on here and lecture creators about some shit you got no business even speaking on is crazy. Yeah, let's look at some of your videos you currently got so we can get a good visual on what we talking about. Here we go. Here goes your page, right? What's the dirt? You talk about things being divisive. You talk about them making content that's drama and not pushing the culture forward. Here go your videos. J. Cole versus Drake beef, 100% explained. Chris Brown versus Quavo. Kendrick Lamar this. Family Matters this. Actually explained. Taylor made this. Push-ups this. Kendrick versus J. Cole. Every this explained from Kanye. Tupac versus Mobb Deep. Mace versus Jay-Z. Sir, you are a beef channel. You are a channel about beef. No pause. No. You are a scallop. You are surf and turf. Beef and scallops. That's what you are, bruh. Hypocrisy is wild. But we talking about drama-filled content. That's all we do. It seemed like you just don't have an identity at this point because you go from wanting to be this guy who dives in deep into these things about, look at this shit. You tried to go into a Nicki Minaj thing. Then you went to Young Thug, Playboy Cardi. You know where your grift is at. And in your last video right here, UMG decided I make $0 from episode 4 breakdown because you made a video that got 651K views. You thought that was a big payday for you. You realized you wasn't getting paid from that. Instead of just taking that shit for what it is and just getting your ass on and maybe fighting them copyright strikes because they blocked the damn music. Don't play the music, bruh. Instead of fighting that shit or deleting that shit, because YouTube does allow you to remove the music, mute it, do whatever you gotta do. You could have simply done that. You came back and said, UMG decided I make $0 from episode 4 breakdown. Listen, as mad as I am about videos getting blocked because of music and content, whatever, it is what it is. You gotta move the on, brother. But you came out here and made a whole video to tell everybody to try to funnel people over to your Patreon and put everything behind a paywall and act like you about to do something different. All right, but we over here grifting. We hiding behind the culture. All right, bro. But you know what? I spent way too much time on it, so there you go, man. I'm gonna end this here because I didn't even want to make this video. I had some reaction videos to do and some other things to talk about, but now I'm gonna just go to the gym because it's a lovely Friday. I'm gonna go there and have a good time, man. And I'm not gonna revisit this shit again because I don't do this shit. I don't got time for this shit. I got other things to do. I stay out the way. I do my thing. You know, I took the time because I had some time. And I can't let you just label my hard work as this channel right here. Some channels like this. Can't have you label my shit like that because I work damn hard on this fucking channel. You don't get to come on here and tell me that my shit was made with no effort and my shit was made with no passion.
Zero passion or care goes into this content.
My shit is made with energy that I put into this stuff because I enjoy it. And we just so happen to be lucky to have the opportunity to get paid for it, right? To have our channels monetized as they should. At the end of the day, this is time that you putting into content that you will not get back. Your time is the most valuable thing on this earth. You don't get that shit back. So for you to come on here and disrespect my time and make it seem like I'm just on here making shit about academics, clearly you are misinformed. You don't know what's going on and you just wanted something to say and you just talking out the side of your motherfucking neck, man. Sir, you are a scallop, and this is a light seer. I suggest you do some self-reflection and realizing how crazy you sound trying to label other people's content the exact way you should be critiquing your own. But I guess things different over there when the grift is the only wave that you know. Till next time, you know the vibes.
It's not enough. Few solid niggas left, but it's not enough. Few bitches that'll really step, but it's not enough. Say you bigger than myself, but it's not enough. I get on their ass, yeah, somebody gotta do it. I made them niggas mad, yeah, somebody gotta do it. I take the G-Tag, yeah, watch a nigga do it. We survived outside, all from the music, nigga, what are we? They like, what he on? This the Alpha and Omega, bitch, welcome home. This is not a song, this is a revelation, how to get a nigga gone.